Hi, I'm Andrea Brown, the recipient of the 2018 Academia Latinoamericana SCOLT Scholarship. I spent 2 weeks in Cusco studying at the Academia Latinoamericana, and in this video, I'm going to share some travel tips for Peru. My first tip is to respect the altitude. Cusco is at an elevation of 11,000 feet, or 3,300 meters. I spent my first day in Cusco in bed asleep, and I tired easily the first week, especially when climbing stairs or walking uphill. I chose not to take medicine for altitude sickness, but I was careful to rest, take breaks on the stairs when I needed to, and drink my coca tea every day. Respect the altitude and plan accordingly. You're going to want to take it easy for a day or two at a minimum. My second tip is to dress warmly. I knew that July was winter for Peru, but it was colder than I expected. Bring comfortable clothes and layering pieces. It was typically very cold inside, especially in the morning and evenings, but warmed up in the afternoon. I would also definitely recommend packing comfortable shoes. I brought sandals and ballet flats, but I was walking so much I ended up wearing my tennis shoes every day. My next tip is to pack light. Carrying around a lot of heavy bag just creates stress for you. Plus, since you'll be wearing a coat every day, no one will know if you're wearing the same shirt underneath. My host family washed my clothes pretty frequently, and with the cool weather, re-wearing clothes wasn't an issue. Case in point, here is me in my pink jacket at Machu Picchu, El Museo del Café, the Cemetery Ghost Story Tour, and at Las Salineras de Maras. Tip number 4. If you don't already use WhatsApp, download it before you leave home, as it will send you a verification text that you might not be able to receive overseas. WhatsApp is used widely in Peru, and I used it to communicate with my host family, my classmates, and my teacher at Academia Latinoamericana, as well as to arrange an early morning pickup with a taxi driver. You can also use WhatsApp to call or text friends and family at home over Wi-Fi without incurring any roaming or data charges. Tip number 5. Your phone's GPS will likely work even with your data and Wi-Fi turned off, so you can use it to navigate around Cusco. Just download the map ahead of time on Wi-Fi and you're all set. To save battery, I kept my phone in airplane mode and battery saver mode all the time, and only turned on Wi-Fi at school, cafes, and my homestay. My battery lasted all day, even when I was taking pictures, and I only needed my backup power cell a couple of times. In Cusco, 16 attractions are bundled into a single tourist ticket, and most do not sell individual tickets. The boleto turistico is good for 10 days, so you want to plan accordingly. One of my favorite activities on the boleto was the Centro Cusco de Arte Nativo, which was a folkloric music and dance show. I would also suggest you go see Sacsayhuaman, Quinco, Pucapucara, and Tambo Machay in one day. They are located closely together a bit outside of Cusco, so hitting them all at once will save you on cab fare. I also really enjoyed El Monumento a Pachacutec. There is a museum inside as you climb up through each level, and the view at the top was worth the stairs. So this is a classic travel blunder. Packing a blow dryer only to realize it's not compatible with the plugs or voltage in the target country. In Peru, the voltage is 220 volts, which is typically fine for computer and cell phone chargers, but not for blow dryers and curling irons. Some plugs are shaped the same as in the US, while some are round like the blow dryer in this picture. My host mother lent me this blow dryer, which I was very grateful for, as I don't enjoy wet hair in cold weather. If you do bring electronics, check if they will work on the 220 volts before plugging them in, and remember your plug adapters and current converters. Tip number 8. Avoid ATM and credit card fees. The easiest way to get money is to use your debit card at an ATM. If your bank doesn't waive ATM fees, then you will want to take out as much as possible to reduce the number of withdrawal fees you incur. Credit cards are accepted for larger purchases at some restaurants and stores, but you should check if they accept cards ahead of time. Some restaurants let you add the tip, typically 10% on your card, but others won't. It's a good idea to carry some cash at all times and to save coins for small purchases such as taxi rides. Some credit cards, such as Capital One, don't charge international purchase fees, so always check with your carrier ahead of time so you know what to expect. Tip number 9. Definitely go to Machu Picchu and definitely plan in advance. You can buy tickets online directly from the Ministry of Culture, or you can book with a tour company. I chose to organize it myself, which probably saved me money but caused me a bit more stress. You will need transportation from Cusco to the train station, a train ticket from Urubamba or Ollantaytambo to Aguascalientes, and a bus ticket from Aguascalientes up the mountain to Machu Picchu. We encountered a long line to buy the bus ticket and an even longer line to board the bus going both up and down the mountain. Get there early and allow yourself lots of extra time. We chose to do Machu Picchu in one day, leaving from Cusco around 5 a.m. and arriving back after midnight, but you can also do it in 2 days and spend the night in Aguascalientes. Once you get to Machu Picchu, I definitely recommend hiring a tour guide. Our guide was amazing and totally worth every soul we paid him. My last tip. If you are a language teacher, consider applying for a travel scholarship. SCOLT's 2019 scholarship deadline is January 31st, but there are also scholarships available from other regional conferences as well as AATSP. All 5 of us maestras in the Academia Latinoamericana program were scholarship recipients. It was really meaningful to share this experience with other teachers who love language and culture just as much as me, and learning with and from these ladies really enhanced my experience of Peru. If you want to experience Peru on a deeper level than tourism alone, I would definitely recommend that you consider this program.